I'm sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
You know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Huh. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another installment of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming, or TLWL Gaming, like Vincent likes saying. I'm Loke7. He's Ham Solo. Hamothy, tell us how you're doing.
I'm mad tired right now. I'm crazy tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. It was just bad. I tried to go to sleep early, and all I did was wake up early and get like not enough sleep. That's all that happened. So I ended up staying up way, or I didn't stay up too late. I just got up too early. So it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I've been playing quite a bit of games lately. Starfield, still into that heavy. Forspoken, been playing the crap out of that. Call of Duty, been playing the crap out of that. Immortals of Avium, been playing the crap out of that. That's a really good game. It's actually what's showing on the screen right now. Trying to think of anything else. I know there's other things that I've been playing, but it's just been a lot of shit. I've been playing a lot of shit. How about that?
Okay. Good for you, man. Good for you. Me, Football Manager launched last week on Game Pass. So I've been playing a lot of Football Manager. Pretty much that's all I've been playing. I haven't been able to touch Spider-Man Remastered. The DLC was going well until Football Manager launched on Game Pass. And then I was playing Metal Gear Solid 1. It hits me in the feels every time I play it, but yeah, ever since FM came out, it was like, okay, what else is there to do on planet Earth? Welcome in Vince, Raichi, back from the dead, the scoundrel Ham Solo with Paragon, Jedi Loke. Who is Chewie? Ham, who's Chewie? I think Cozy's Chewie. I think Cozy's Chewie. You're right. I agree with you on that one. She's definitely Chewie. As for rescuing Bastila, Raichi, PlayStation failed. Oh no, PlayStation refuses to do it. And I think Xbox are probably going to do the same thing. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. Welcome in Remake Station 5. I swear, this Remake Station person probably has had access to what was going to happen on the PlayStation 5 before it happened, Ham. Because they've been calling themselves, I'm saying Remake Station 5 knew what was going to happen with the PS5 before it happened. Because it feels almost prophetic. They've been calling themselves that on this channel for a while now, way before all the remakes started popping off.
Which is crazy, but like he nailed it. He nailed it. And it's
dude.
It's aggravating as a fan that's trying to see some new stuff, especially like I said, I didn't have the PS3 or PS4, so it's a little aggravating trying to get into said, ecosystem that I haven't been into since PS2, and I'm just getting the same game over and over. And I don't know, since I do spend a lot of time gaming, it's just like this isn't what I want to see. Exactly. Even though it's only a $10 upgrade, like if we're talking about like The Last of Us or really any of the remakes, it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like they're better than that to have to give me the same game over and over. You're better than that.
Ham. And I try not to be like defending Sony. And also, I've got a hot take for The Last of Us. Defending The Last of Us Part 2. It's crazy. Today is a day of me doing things I don't want to do, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, trash.
For me, for me personally, right? I don't see much of a problem because I've been so busy like these past few years. I have a lot to catch up on. I still haven't played Ragnarok. Like, just for example, I still haven't played Ragnarok. I recently re-downloaded the Order 1888, I think, or it's 86. I don't know.
1886. Yeah.
I played it once. I had a good time and moved on with my life, but I'm feeling the itch to go back in, and I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. I played Baldur's Gate 3 as well. I feel I'm satisfied. Like with the PS, I'm not saying the PS5 has been great. All right, I think it's been decent. I think it's been okay. I think people are bashing it a little too much, in my opinion. Like, I would give it a solid 7. Dude. It's a good console. It's just
I'm not against the console though. I don't think anybody's really against the console. I think people are just are uncertain with the strategy with said console. The console is proven to be just fine.
Yeah. Welcome in, Lady Foxfire. Appreciate the love. Stanley Francois, comment ça va, mon ami? Comment ça va? So let me just get to my hot take, Cam, because I don't know where we're gonna go from here. But let me have this one out before I forget it. Ham, I saw a video of someone bitching about The Last of Us coming out. Did you know that The Last of Us remastered? There's more Last of Us re-releases than Last of Us game releases. Did you know that?
I mean, yeah, I can see that now. I mean, now that
they've only made 2 games, but there's more re-releases than actual games.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
That sounds bad. That sounds kind of messed up. But in the YouTube video that I saw, the person's like, stop trying to compare like Zelda and Mario and saying, but there's 1,000 Zelda games, there's 1,000 Mario games. Why are you guys talking about complaining about The Last of Us? And the person that was defending the point, right, of people that are shitting on The Last of Us is like, yeah, but Zelda has released 1,000 different Zelda games. Right. They haven't taken Wind Waker and re-released it 7 times. That's not what happened.
They re-released a couple. They re-released a few Zeldas, but I see what they're saying.
The conclusion is there aren't more re-releases than actual Zeldas or actual Marios. Correct? We can agree on that.
Yeah, no.
All right, cool. But Ham, does that not... All right, maybe I'm not really defending The Last of Us, but fuck it. I'm going to say it anyway. Ham, does that not speak to the greatness of The Last of Us? Zelda and Mario have to make new games. The Last of Us is so amazing. It's so earth-shatteringly good. It's so mind-bendingly great that you can. All we needed was 2 games.
Shut up, Loke. No, no,
What?
not a chance. Not a chance.
Zelda
No
is so
way.
shallow. They re-release 1 game and then that's it. You can't do it again because it's shallow. The Last of Us is so rich. It's so deep. It's so scrumptious. Huh? You can re-release the same game 5 times.
No.
No? Okay.
That sounds silly. Like, no, thank you. I
I'm
don't
just
want
saying the
that with
sales
any
were there.
game. I don't care. And see, I see it from the point that Cozy says, where
Lady
it's
Foxfire is
like
not buying it. Go ahead.
I only see it from the point Cozy made,
Don't leave, Lady Foxfire. Don't leave. I'm
where
sorry.
where it's like if people are, you know, willing or dumb enough or whatever you want to say to buy it over
Yeah.
and over, then I guess sell them in all different types of ways. But if you're asking me as a personal person,
As a
do I think it's
customer.
yeah, as a customer, do I think this is good enough? And the game is just so rich. No, stop. It's not like I've seen people say that stuff on Twitter and stuff like that, where I know somebody that's put
With a straight
2,000
face?
hours in the Last of Us Part 2, and I'm like, why? 2,000 hours. I don't know. Like, sure, it might be your favorite game or whatnot. I just don't know what you're doing that long in that game. Like, you're not doing anything new. You're definitely not playing with any friends.
2,000
I don't know
hours.
what you're doing in that game, but my God, if you love it that much, you love it. I guess. I just don't get it. I couldn't play that game out loud.
Ham, Metal Gear Solid is, I think, at least twice as long as The Last of Us, just in terms of cutscenes. And the idea of doing 2,000 hours in MGS is wild to me. So I don't know. I think they probably left like a hack on it, you know, like they put a rubber band on their controller, left for work or something. No one is playing 2,000 hours. No one's doing that.
I don't know. I mean, people are amazing. People are amazing.
Damn.
I'm
Lord.
good though. Can't be me.
Timmy, welcome in. Big Bad Mo spamming Ham's emoji. Welcome in, Big Mad Mo.
It's cracking. Good to see you, brother.
Okay. So pretty much that was my hot take. That was my little joke, but clearly no one is having it. No one is having the
No one's buying
Last
that
of
garbage.
Us.
Look,
Last of Us greatness. It's so great. You don't have to make new games. Just re-release it till the end of time. It'll be fine. Abby Solo, the Metal Gear universe. You know what? That would make me quit Metal Gear. That would make me quit Metal Gear.
that'd
So
be
Naughty
very
Dog
progressive thinking. I like it. Let's go.
I don't. I really don't. So Naughty Dog has spent all this time. She'll probably kill Snake with a golf club or something. Anyway, G Maybe says, "Oh, what's this? So Naughty Dog has spent all this time making a $10 upgrade. How is this profitable? Are remakes that easy to produce?" Yes, they're pretty easy. Welcome in Storm Blessed 117 says, "What up, guys? Hi, Ham. Let's do this. The first topic for today is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake reportedly not currently in development. Rip Koto. So that's according to Giant Bomb reporter Jeff Grubb, who discussed the status of the game in light of a recent comment made by Embracer CEO Lars Wingefors. I noticed that anything I say to this becomes a headline, so this is my only comment, the executive said last week when asked how he was feeling about the remake, which was previously confirmed to be in development. at Embracer-owned studios Aspire Media and Saber Interactive. The rumor was that it got taken away from Aspire, which has done a lot of these Star Wars remasters and moved to Saber Interactive, Grab said. There have been rumors that it moved elsewhere since then. I just want to clear it up. This game is not being worked on right now, full stop. This game is not being worked on in any way at any studio. Ham, are you heartbroken that Koto is on ice indefinitely at this point?
No, I don't have any like really history with the previous game or whatnot. And then I hear those that do have history with it saying, if you're uncertain or not sure or don't have a full gone plan for this game, then just
Leave
don't
it
do
alone.
it. Yeah, exactly. Then just don't do it. So I'm kind of leaning more in that camp just because it's just like, well, y'all don't really know what y'all doing. Don't ruin something that was historically good. But other than that, I don't really have any, I don't have any, dog in the game or anything like that.
All right. Hi, Genesis PT. Boa Petite says watching us while having dinner. That's nice. That's
what's up. Thank you.
No, Xbox International Podcast called Football Manager.
Soccer Manager. It's facts. No, you nailed it.
It's not an eye patch. It's the reflection from the camera thing. That's what happens when you try turning an RPG into an action game. Yeah, it went all over the place. Apparently, they were going to take away the semi-turn-based nature of KOTOR to make it for modern audiences, and yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. Me personally, Ham, I do have a personal connection to the original. I loved it, and when I heard they were remaking it, I was concerned, but optimistic. And now when I see this news, I'm also concerned but optimistic at the same time. Like, I'm concerned because I'm like, it would be really nice to play KOTOR with the current graphics that we have and the engines and whatever. But so that's why I'm disappointed. Like, I'm concerned because we probably might not get it.
Why are you optimistic though?
I'm optimistic in a backwards fashion. I'm optimistic because I'm kind of happy it's not getting touched.
Oh my god!
Anymore. I know.
That's a weird optimism,
I know.
man. You're like, I'm so stoked that they backed away slowly.
Very slowly and quietly.
They thankfully put the gun down. It was great.
Ham, you know where I stand on this, dude. You know where I stand on this. Remakes, remasters, give it to Japanese devs or Eastern Europeans. That's where my flag is firmly planted. Especially with stuff that I care about. If I don't really care about the franchise, give it to a bunch of Americans, give it to someone in Western Europe, let them make it for modern audiences and whatever that is, right? Me personally, I like what they did with Metal Gear. I like that they remastered the game. They left the heart and soul of the game as the heart and soul. There is no guarantee that KOTOR, if it got remade successfully, would still be KOTOR for the people that played it. If there was a place to make bets, I'm putting my money on them ruining Revan or ruining the choices that you can make in KOTOR. So that's why I'm saying I am optimistic because they left it alone. So yeah, it's kind of backwards, but that's how I feel about it, honestly.
All right.
Moving on. Starfield's latest update finally adds DLSS support on PC. So again, Ham, would you mind giving me a refresher on what DLSS even is? Because I forgot the last time you explained it. I paid
You didn't pay
attention, but then I
attention.
forgot.
You
I
didn't pay
forgot.
attention.
I
That's what he's
forgot.
trying to say. He's like, I didn't pay any damn attention because I was completely out of my element. I had no idea what was going on. My name is Loke7. But
Let's try
anyways,
this again. Let's try this again without
so
bashing me, please.
so DLSS is pretty much like something that takes over like the resolution and whatnot of your game and upscale. It's an upscaler, so it just makes your it makes your resolution and whatnot upscale compared to what it could possibly be native, but it allows better performance for your game, so you get like smoother FPS. It just looks more it's more for you to tailor your experience. That's kind of what it is, just more or less. Does that make sense for you? Is that put in a way that you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, but it still kind of feels like one of those things that you can really, well, for me at least, I would probably have to do it, like use it and move it like left to right or from minimum to
Yeah.
maximum to
Yeah.
understand exactly what it is.
You do have to do that with a lot of different, I mean, because it's a scaler that's supposed to help depending on how good or not great your PC is. Okay?
Mm-mm.
So if it's not that great, DLSS will come in and clean it up for you so it looks maybe a bit smoother, or maybe you can just run the performance part on that because the fidelity part ain't really hitting on your PC, or it can't really handle all of that. So like I said, DLSS will drop it down and then then reimagine it for you, and pretty much give you what you could possibly be able to handle better than native.
Roger that. So yeah, the game launched in September, blah blah blah, following the release of the beta version, etc. All right, so this is what patch 1.
What up,
Sorry,
Louis?
stuff with version 1.8.86 gives us. So these are the update highlights. NVIDIA DLSS support, we just talked about that. By popular request, we've added the ability to ingest food and drink items
them
upon
eat.
finding them. You can enjoy those chunks immediately or save them for later. The choice is yours. Hold on, you couldn't eat them instantly? I remember I could eat them.
No, you never could just. So yeah, you could eat them, Loke, but you couldn't just look at it on the table and just
Yeah.
There's
First, you
now
have to
a
put it in the
consume button.
inventory.
Now there's a
Okay.
consume button from it just being on the table, so you don't have to put it in your inventory and then go find it and then consume it. Like if you just like were like, I don't feel like carrying all this shit, but I want to smash this, and it'll give me like, more O2, or it'll give me, like 5
Instantly.
minutes of being more stronger in some sort of aspect. Or I mean, I'm a little top right now, but you see what I'm saying? You can just eat
I
it
see
right
it.
then and there
I
instead
see
of
it.
looking it up.
Yeah. I didn't notice that this was a problem. Maybe I'm a Starfield like super fan or something, but I didn't see that as a problem. Like putting stuff in the inventory and then consuming it. I didn't see it as a problem.
Well, we'll just make
anyways.
it quicker, especially for those people that aren't trying to hoard every single thing that they pick up or sell every single thing. Some people just want to grab it and smash it and keep going. Smash and pass.
Also,
You know what I'm saying?
Also, can I say no, Ham? No. Also,
Yeah.
can I say this discussion around Starfield is giving me real FOMO. Like, I didn't want to put this subject in today's podcast because, as you know, I don't have my Series X, and talking about this kind of sucks because now I'm excited to play Starfield again, but I don't have an Xbox. So,
Yeah.
just sharing that.
Whatever.
It
it is
kind
what
of
it
hurts.
is. You know,
Whatever.
it is what
I'm
it is.
opening my
Suck
heart here. I'm talking about
it.
my hurt when we're not on the podcast, and me not knowing I don't have an Xbox, and you just say whatever. It is what it
Yeah,
is. For real.
yeah, man. I mean, you let that thing go, and now you have to deal with the repercussions of what it is. This
He's my
man's over here
brother.
sweating.
What was I
He's
supposed to
over here.
do?
This man's over here sweating. He needs a towel. Like he's down, horrendous. He's only
Bad.
got his PS5 and he doesn't know what to do, y'all. He
No,
doesn't
that's
know
not what
what to
I said.
do.
That is not
He's
what I
telling me
said.
he doesn't know what to play. He's
That's not what I said. You know
bored.
what? Please rewind the video, guys. Rewind. I did not say I don't have anything to play because I only have a PS5. That's not what I said. All right. What I said was I'm jonesing for Starfield. Bad. That's what I said.
Yeah, we know
In the
what
meantime,
you mean.
Dron TJ with the super chat. Thank you so much, Dron TJ. Says, "What's up, Ham Solo? Hi, Loke. You are a good little pony."
Oh,
All
see.
right, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Darren Hauser. Welcome in, Darren Hauser. Back from the dead says, "What? Look, I'll enjoy Starfield on my Series X for both of us." Seriously, I have no friends here. No one here like has any love for me. Everyone's just this is an opportunity to have fun. All right.
Yeah, it is an opportunity to have fun. That's why we're all watching the show, and that's why I'm on the show, is because I want to have fun at your expense.
You know what? Let's move on to the rest of the improvements. Performance and stability. Addressed a number of memory-related issues, leaks, PC only. Added some GPU performance optimizations. Improved renderer threading model. I won't even pretend to know what these things are. Various stability and performance improvements. Gameplay added the ability to eat food placed in the world. We just spoke about that. Adjusted stealth to be a bit more forgiving. I did notice that. It felt like they were trying to make stealth not really a viable option. So this is nice. Fixed an issue where Andrea's head would stay permanently cloaked.
Yeah, I had that issue a few times where it's like, why is she just running around like the headless guy? Remember that cartoon or whatever, like the headless?
Yes.
Yeah, it reminded me of that.
What wasn't it?
The
Invisible Man. I think it was the Invisible Man. It wasn't the headless. I think the Invisible Man.
I remember some dude with like a jack-o'-lantern head, and his head would come off, and he'd just be riding around with no head.
Yeah. I do remember.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Close to that. Yes. I do remember a cartoon close to that. It was a cartoon, correct?
I don't remember. It was like 20 years ago.
Man.
It was probably.
You know what I'm thinking about right now? Remember that movie, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yes.
That was a good movie. I need to check if that's on Netflix so I can rewatch it. Anyway, moving on. Fixed an issue that could prevent players from firing their weapons. That would suck. That's never happened to me, but
yeah, that one hasn't happened to me.
Fixed an issue where some NPC could be seen not wearing clothes. Okay, some issues, right? Some issues, just let them hang. All right, leave them there.
Let them hang is what you say. Let it hang.
I said them. You don't add the it. All right.
Whatever, man. Okay.
Fixed an issue
at
where...
least you said something plural. That's nice.
Fixed an issue. Dude, I'm getting very savvy at the whole political correctness from the US. I'm going to be a monster in a year. Watch me. ESG is going to give TSWS a big old thumbs up by 2024. Anyway, fixed an issue where already in progress skill challenges could stop progressing after reaching the Unity and starting a new game. Fixed an issue that could temporarily prevent opening the inventory or saving after entering the Unity. Fixed an issue where mouse movement could be choppy. Fixed a rare issue that could cause the home ship to be lost. What?
That's something.
I think
never had that experience.
Thank goodness. Fixed an issue where the ship services technician might be missing. It's fine. Just fly to another planet. Or better yet, load to another planet.
I did have that problem once where I looked for like 20 minutes for this dude.
How'd
Come
you
to
fix
find
it?
out. Oh, I just came back to the planet another time and then he was there. It was like he got off of work and just went home and never came back. That's what it was. It felt like.
Okay. Ham Solo, Drawn Teacher, another super chat. Thank you so much. It says Ham Solo Arc Ascended is out now on Xbox. It's $44. The way Ham talks about Arc Ascended, it feels like it's on Game Pass. Like I'm shocked they're even charging for it on Xbox. But anyway,
no, it's definitely not on Game Pass that I know of.
All right, graphics addressed an issue with how ambient occlusion appeared in ultra wide resolutions. I don't know what ambient occlusion is. Optimized initial shader compilation that occurs on startup. Added the ability to adjust brightness and contrast in display settings menu. Added the ability to adjust HDR brightness provided that the system supports it. Addressed the number of materials that could sometimes present an unintended pattern under certain conditions. Fixed various visual issues related to the new FOV slider options. Improved the appearance of eyes on crowd characters. You know what? This one is much needed because I saw some memes. It wasn't funny.
I just bought it. Thanks, Drawn TJ. I literally posted that when it was gonna drop earlier.
I saw that.
Ark Survival Ascended, and then I fell asleep.
Dude's like, "Let's fucking go!"
Yeah, it's like, "Let's go!"
Oh,
like
Lord.
I fucking fell.
You did go.
Like
I
went to bed. That's where I went. Yeah, I went to bed, and then I woke up right before this podcast. And yeah, thanks for the reminder, y'all. I went and purchased it, and it's currently at 6% download, going 700 megs a second. So it's moving.
Let's go.
It's moving.
All that money can. Okay, so they fixed quests. All that money can buy quest. Fixed a rare issue where players couldn't sit during the negotiation with Musgrove. Blast Zone quest. Fixed an issue where the hard rocks that need to be cleared out by players will not appear in Go Dump Tate's land. Echoes of the Past fixed an issue where the Griloba Queen could sometimes not be reachable during the objective Secure the Shuttle Bay. Eye of the Storm quest fixed an issue where players' quest progression could potentially be blocked due to a missing docking prompt. Grunt Work quest addressed an issue where, okay, you know what? They fixed a whole bunch of stuff in your quests, in your graphics, DLSS, etc., etc. Ham, what's your biggest takeaway from this?
Eating.
What?
I said eating.
That
is like, I mean, one thing that I wish I would have seen that got fixed on this is game. It'd be under gameplay, and it would be your character's head looking left when running. I don't know if you've had that issue at all, Loke, but pay attention to when your character is just running for a long time period.
Yeah.
And see if his head's just looking to the left.
I always play first person Starfield.
Oh, so you don't even see it. Yeah, okay.
No.
That makes sense for you. For me, I'm playing all three. I'm playing first person, third person, and then third person like extended even further back. And in fact, I moved the FOV because they gave us the option to do FOV a little bit, like about a month after launch or something like that. They gave us FOV, the ability to kind of move that slider around. And I pulled my character way back. So my guy looks kind of small when I go to the full third person version. And I love it. I love it, especially for when I get into those temples and I have to go for those things, you know, that are sparkly. I love it for that because it's easy just to point. Because sometimes I feel like
not
for
to
that part, it's
spoil?
just too close.
When you were saying what you were saying just now, were you trying to be kind of vague and not spoil anything for anyone?
No, not really. I wasn't really trying.
All right. It sounded like it. I was going to say that's cute. That's cute. But I think everyone's finished Starfield at this point, or at least gotten pretty far to
Yeah,
know
I mean,
what's
I'm
happening.
assuming a lot of us got to at least the point where you know what I'm talking.
Yeah, I know. Also, I can't wait to move on to the next subject because now I really, really want to play Starfield, and I don't have an Xbox, so
Suck it
I'm
up,
good on
bud.
this one.
Okay, no.
done did it.
Let's go on ahead and go to it. I'm excited. Let's go to this next topic. What's Luke want to
All
talk?
right. Ark Survival Ascended sells
Let's
over
go. Let's
six
get it.
600,000 on Steam in just 2 weeks. So
How
for my
about that for
GM,
all those people that say this game stinks and
including
it
me.
has like I've heard plenty of people say, "Oh man, that nobody plays that game," and I'm like,
Okay, I never said that.
No, you didn't say that. I'll say. I remember I was trolling Cog one day, Lord Cognito, on Iron Lord's podcast, and because he was talking, and it was during one of the showcases, and they were like covering the showcase, like live reactions, and it was during Destiny being shown, like the one, like I think the newest Destiny that's supposed to be delayed or something like that was shown off, and I was like, I said something around the language of like, yo, like Destiny's dying, go Ark or something like that, like
What?
and he was like, man, that game Ark, I know you ain't comparing Ark to Destiny. Ark ain't nothing. Then he looked up Ark and he's like, oh, it's kind of something. He looked it up. He's like, "Oh, there have a lot of people still playing that game." And I'm like, "Yeah, and that ain't even the newest one that's about to come out. That's this one." I was talking about Ark Survival Evolved at that time, and now Ark Survival Ascended's coming out. You're saying it has 600,000 purchases on Steam in just 2 weeks.
Just Steam.
Yeah. This is just Steam. Literally, the Xbox one just came out a few hours ago. Right, and then the PlayStation one doesn't come out until early December. So, I've been trying to tell people, and this is literally, and see, this is why I called myself a fraud yesterday on our show. I called myself a fraud because I was just like, here I am making fun of
The Last of
Us, right? But I'm 100% a fraud because, like I said, you do dumb stuff when it's your favorite stuff, right? Loke purchased Metal Gear Solid again
in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
He was ready for all 22 inches.
People are like, "Oh, Spider-Man 2's out." I am currently, right? Just so everyone can understand the scope of my dedication to Metal Gear, I'm currently game sharing with Wise Old Gamer. He bought Spider-Man 2. I have Miles Morales. I was currently playing Spider-Man Remastered. And I was like, I don't care. Oh, I also have Baldur's Gate 3 on the PS5. I don't give two craps. As soon as Metal Gear came out, day one, baby. Day one. And if I'm not playing Football Manager, that's what I'm going to be playing for the rest of the year unless a banger drops out of nowhere.
Or you get your Xbox back.
Or my Xbox. God damn it.
Yeah, how about that?
You beat me to the punch.
This man said, I'm stuck on this PlayStation until I get my Xbox back.
That's not what I said.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing is you just got done licking your chops about this whole Starfield update and seeing all that stuff, and you over here like, man, I'm playing this old ass remake because just Spider-Man ain't hitting for me. Baldur's Gate ain't hitting for me. All I can think about is the field and nostalgia. That's all this man can do is think about the field, Starfield, and nostalgia. He looking across the bench while I'm sitting in. I'm laid back next to the pool, sipping my, pina colada. Loco over there sweating, wondering, calling his brother repeatedly, over and over.
I'm done calling him.
Motherfucker, give me my shit back.
I'm done calling him. I am done calling him. I'm done trying to convince him. What I'm doing is I'm stacking my cash. End of the month, I'm going to buy him his own Series X, and I'm going to be like, dude, give me my shit back. Remember that joke? Remember Chris Rock, the Def Rap, Chris Tucker, the Def Jam jokes. He's like, you ever borrow some shit to your neighbor? You got to borrow that shit back? That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. But instead of borrowing my own Xbox back, I'm just going to be like, dude, here's your Series X. Give me my shit back. Thank you very much. And Merry Christmas. It also is going to be a nice present because his birthday is on the 6th of December. So it's going to be perfect.
I'm going to need to borrow your Xbox after he's done. Maybe you'll buy me one as well. I said, I need to borrow your Xbox after he's done. Maybe you'll buy me one as well.
Right. Next time when we do meet at Gamescom next year, what I'm not going to do is bring any of my consoles. That's what I'm going to do. All right.
Well, then you're going to be watching me play a lot of games.
It's cool. It's all right. Rachie says buy him an Xbox One. He's my brother. I actually like this person. The Xbox One sucked. Why are we pretending like it didn't? Why? Ham, you were going on, or you were going off on Ark Survival before this all became about like making fun of me not having a Series X. Go ahead.
Yeah, so no, like I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what it is, because a lot of people might get a misconception of what this game actually is. It's a remake. It's a remake of Ark Survival Evolved in Unreal Engine 5 with new ways of being able to tame things, do things around the map, build, get into boss battles. They actually tell you about the lore now when you pick it up. It's not just a bunch of words on the screen with a, wrinkled up piece of paper anymore. Now they actually, like, when you run into the Explorer notes, they literally read them to you, which I thought was kind of cool. There's a little bit of a storyline that you can kind of follow that's a little easier than it was prior. Excuse me. They don't have a ton of maps available as of right now. I think they only technically have one, which is the island. And they're going to be bringing back some of the prior maps in due time, and then also maps that are fan-made, like the center and stuff like that, will be coming back in due time as well. But I feel like right now all they're trying to do is make sure that this rolls out and it's stable, and it just works across the board. Make sure that they have a few of those fixes taken care of, and then I feel like then they'll start being able to comfortably drop the other maps out. Those other maps will be something that you'll have to download. In this game, just like before, is going to take up a lot of real estate on your hard drive. So make sure that you
how big is it?
It's so just the base game is 61 gigs, which isn't that bad seemingly, right? But it's like Call of Duty in the sense where it's like there's the base. That's the base. If you start to add some of the DLCs to it, then you're looking at like, and the DLCs are generally like seriously anywhere between like $15 to $40, right? And it's going to be like another like 30, 40 gigs on top of that for stuff like that. So just keep your eyes out, but also keep a little space on your hard drive as well if you're looking to get this game. It's a big one.
It's a chunky boy. Ham, did you play Turok? Sapo says that's the game that needed a proper remaster. Have you ever played Turok?
Yeah, Turok is it is better at holding on to a story, or better yet, kind of holding your hand and helping you understand kind of what's going on around you. Turok's dope though. It was a really good game. I
Hmm.
haven't really dabbled too much in the newer Turok, and what I mean by that is like the Xbox, OG Xbox, or not OG Xbox, but maybe the 360 one. I'm trying to remember Turok Evolution, which one that was on. I think it was on the original Xbox. But I go as far back as Turok on the 64. So like the original Turok, Rage Wars was probably my favorite Turok. It was very much like Turok Rage Wars was like Unreal Tournament. It was pretty dope. Really dope. But yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't get into Turok. I saw the cover was cool, but at the time YouTube it wasn't as reliable as now, where any game that came out you could just go on YouTube and there's gameplay, But so I didn't give it a go because I didn't have the capital to just try games randomly. I still don't have capital to just jump in and just buy games because of what they look like.
Sure.
So I guess it'll be an interesting game to do a remaster on. Me personally, I would be interested because everyone that has played it says it's like a certified bangers. It's a certified banger, all of them, or 2 or 3 of them. I don't know. Darren, I did save your birthday though on my calendar. I saved it. I'll try and do something nice for you, even if it's just like shout out on the channel. I hope that's something of value to you. But yeah. So yeah, for me, Turok, I think it'll be interesting because then I could finally play a game that I didn't see when I was like younger. I didn't get a chance to play it. Welcome in, Sir X Man. Welcome in. Let's move on.
Before we
from
move
the
on,
masterpiece. Okay.
I just want to say one last
Yeah.
time that if you don't know, this is a remaster. It's going to be a lot of the same. So if you didn't like the last arc, I wouldn't expect you to love this one, but I would keep in mind to look out for the next iteration of arc, which is supposed to be arc 2, and that's supposed to be more story driven. I think that might be more into like a lot of people's wheelhouse, or somebody like Loke that loves stories in games, stuff like that.
Turok has more story than Ark.
Oh yes. Yes.
But it has the same
I
link or
take that
whatever.
back. I take that back. So Ark has a lot of lore, but not like a lot of like hold your hand, understand the story that's going down. If that makes any sense.
Okay. Yes. It does. I
There you
noticed it. Remember you you capped for it for months, guys. For anyone that
For
wasn't
years.
here when it happened, Ham for years was trying to get me to play Ark. For years, every time I look at the gameplay, I was like, dude, this looks mid as hell. There's no way I'm going to freaking like install this on my hard drive. I finally he ground me down, right? Like to exhaustion. I was like, okay, fine, let me do this. Legit, Ham. I was on Arc for like what, an hour? Is that what
Yeah, it
I?
was pathetic. It was absolutely
This
pathetic.
man, this man gave me all the weapons, special armor, dinosaurs, floating ships, base, everything. The stuff that usually takes people years to build and enjoy.
And he was
I
a
got it
hungry
like an
hoe.
hour,
He was
and
a hungry
I
hoe.
was bored out of
I
my mind.
still don't like it. This TV ain't good enough for me. This car ain't good enough for me. You got me a 4-cylinder. I wanted 8. Like this man, like I gave him everything he needed, and he is still complaining. Didn't even try anything that I gave him. Was just like
man.
just sat there with it and was like, "This is boring." I'm like, "You're not doing anything. You're like waiting for me to walk for you." Goddamn hyena.
Oh my god. Oh, Ron TJ with the super chat. Thank you so much, Ron TJ. Ark ascended as full mod support on Xbox.
Let's go.
You know what Ark needs? Ark needs fun support. That's what it needs.
Oh my goodness.
That shit was boring. Damn. Welcome in, Poison.
You didn't
Max.
do it.
Welcome
I
in.
love that you keep saying it's boring, but you didn't do anything. You literally followed me until I gave you a bunch of stuff, and then you're like, "What now?" And I'm like, "Do something," and you're like, "This is boring." Of course, because you're not doing shit.
Oh, all right. I need Ham. You need to stop it. You need to stop it so I can regain my composure. We can carry on with the show. Stop it. All right, just.
I don't give a damn about your composure. Get your shit together. Bullshit.
Oh man, and you were so pissed for like a week or two, Ham. Even our chemistry on bullshit was kind of weird because you were pissed. Like, this man didn't try nothing.
You didn't do shit. You wanted to talk shit about the game. You ain't doing nothing.
I was waiting for a cutscene, Ham. I was waiting for a cutscene. All right.
Yeah. Well, they got a cutscene right when you turn on the game now, sucker. So you good.
It's about family. That's what it's about.
I don't want you to touch this game, though. Leave it alone.
No. You know what I'll do? I will try the one with Vin Diesel, the second one.
Yep,
I'll try that one. Yeah. If Ark Survival is like Grounded, I'll like the game. I love Grounded. Okay, Ham, you've successfully sold Ark to someone. Darren Hauser likes it.
Yeah, I mean, it has its things that would be like Grounded. So like a lot of like building your own shit, doing your own things, boss fights, getting preparation is like the key thing in that game. So if you can do that, so if you like doing that kind of stuff, then you'll love this game. But the better thing to me is you can get really big tribes. So like you can have like a tribe of like, not even kidding, like 10 people or something like that, and you can all be working, building, like pretty much running construction, building your bases or building the ammunitions or guns or taming dinosaurs. It's pretty dope. Like when me, my wife, my father-in-law, and
every time you bring up the fact that your father-in-law plays video games, dude, I just feel like strangling you out of just pure
sheer jealousy. Yeah,
pure jealousy. Not sheer, dude. Pure. Like there's no mix of love or it's just pure jealousy.
All right.
Who the hell has a father-in-law that plays video games and loves their very super niche video game the exact same way that they do? Who? Yeah. No one. Not one person in this entire chat has that.
Yeah, man.
From the bottom of my heart, fuck you. Carry on.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, anyways, yeah. Whenever we all play together, it's dope because we'll kind of game plan, or we'll all be on headsets and whatnot. My wife, she loves to not really game plan with us, but do her own thing. So I usually know she'll do something dope, but she'll try to surprise us with it. As to where me and her father are like, all right, you start collecting wood, I'm gonna start collecting stone and like fiber or stone and thatch or something like that, and then let's all put it in this box, and then as soon as we get a few boxes, you'll continue to go get whatever the hardest resource is while I put this stuff together. Start making our walls, start making our floors, start making our ceilings, gates, whatever. But that's where the game shines, is when you're playing together with other people. I'm done talking about Ark because I can do this all day.
I'm I'm not talking. I'm not. I don't want to interact with you anymore about this specifically and your freaking father-in-law. I'm not doing it.
All right, go to hell.
I'm not
Got
doing
it.
it. Okay. So here we go. Poison Maniac, welcome, says my uncle is like that. Still, dude, it's your uncle. You're related to him. There's some sort of connection there. His father-in-law. What are the odds that you're gonna hook up with a woman or man? All right, you're gonna hook up with someone, get married to said someone, and this person just so happens that their mother or father is super into your video game. And your video game is not freaking Mario Kart, it's not Tekken, it's not FIFA, it's not Madden or these games that everyone loves. It's a super niche game. But this person's parent is into it the way you are into it.
You
No one has
goddamn
this,
right.
guys. No one. You know what? I'm done. I'm done talking about this.
You goddamn right. I'm living lavish over here. Look, what you doing?
Sir X-Men. Sir X-Men, did you notice that this is twice that Star Wars Jedi did not make it in the Game Awards for Game of the Year, and they both were praised when they came out? Okay, nice little segue, Ham. I have a special response for Sir X-Men, but I want you to go first. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on this specific comment of his?
Let's see.
I put it up on the screen.
All right. Can you read it one more time? I'm sorry. I was trying to do
Did you notice that this is twice that Star Wars Jedi Survivor, or even the previous one, Jedi Fallen Order, did not make it in the Game Awards for Game of the Year, and they both were praised when they came out?
Yeah, I felt like the original Fallen Order was like kind of snubbed out due to recency bias. This last one, Jedi Survivor, was just a buggy mess when it came out, and it just didn't have the best. It didn't have the best reception that it could have had because of simple things like that, and also being around kind of a crowded area with Hogwarts Legacy and also Tears of the Kingdom, soon after Diablo. I just feel like it kind of got piled on during that time period. So I'm not too surprised to see it not have made it. But I mean, it's just, it just, at some point, we got to stop giving excuses to all the games as to why they didn't make it, and just be happy with what you bought and what you're playing. Because I mean, I tell you what, I had a couple of games I wanted. I wanted Hogwarts Legacy to be in the top 6. I wanted Starfield to be in the top 6, but they're not, and I'm over it. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. Can't wait. I'm not trying to protest the Game Awards and all this shit. It's like what Loke said. It's like what it's like what a lot of us have said. It's just like, why this year are we so pissed? We already know what it is. We already know what some of this stuff like Loke always says, past results, right? So it's just like, why am I going to be worked up for 2023 when this is like year in, year out, garbage in, garbage
Pretty
out?
much.
Like, I'm here for the new game releases and stuff like that. I was pretty stoked about Elden Ring winning last year just because I was really big into a Souls game, and I never have been big into a Souls game. It was good to see it win. But if God of War would have won last year, or let's throw God of War and Elden Ring down and say if something like Plague's Tale would have won last year, it wouldn't have changed.
I would have been like, pause.
It wouldn't have spent. But my thing is it wouldn't have changed the amount of time I spent or the amount of worth that I found in the game. I tell you what, if Elden Ring won Game of the Year, but it was an $80 purchase, I'm still waiting for a sale on that sucker. I ain't trying to spend no $80 on that game. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't change my personal worth of a game just because a panel of people said it was great.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Ham, tell me you don't remember the hype when Elden Ring came out.
Well, yeah, but what's that have to do with anything?
That was out of this world, dude. Because I remember when Elden Ring came out, I was like, okay, people like it. I'll give it a go eventually. I do have all the Souls games, but I haven't beaten any of the first bosses on either of them. So I was like, you know what? I'll probably struggle with this one as well. So I'll just buy it the way I always buy with the other ones, you know? And the hype was so much, you couldn't breathe, Ham. You couldn't turn left or right on Twitter, on even the freaking console. Everyone was playing Elden Ring. It was everywhere. My favorite content creators were talking about Elden Ring. Elden Ring was gaming for a solid month. Me personally, I'm just going with your analogy here. If it was $80, I probably would have bought Elden Ring. I'm trying to be honest with myself here. I probably would have bought it.
I probably wouldn't know. I would have saved up them Xbox rewards. Got about $30 off.
Oh yeah, those were still good last year, weren't they? Now they're shit. Welcome to Africa.
I still use $20 off to get Immortals of Avery.
Yeah, but they don't pop. They don't pop the way they used to. Welcome in.
They don't, Vic. But if you know how to do it, you can still take advantage and get enough money.
All right. Welcome in, Vic.
I just spent $20 off of it and made made $5. Just not even trying just last week. So.
All right. Mr. Joanna Duck, my brother in Kojima, welcome in. Darren says, let's not take away the fact that the first Star Wars game got praised for the lightsaber mechanics. No Star Wars game did that well in that department. Yeah, Spider-Man is a buggy mess, and they're going to make that game of the year. TVGAs. TVGAs is a complete circus. I never seen anything like this. Far removed. Bro, never seen anything like this. Far removed from what it was supposed to represent. Dude, like everything else. Remember, Ham, I've said this several times. But once any industry gets corporatized, once it starts becoming a billions and sometimes $1 trillion industry, the heart leaves it. The heart and soul of what made it special just disappears. You look at the NFL, it's not what it used to be.
No.
You look at the NBA.
NBA is the same thing.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Michael Jordan.
Baseball had to change to keep up with viewership and stuff like that. So yeah, I get it.
You look at the Marvel movies, those were awesome at the beginning when it was all about just making a profit. Now they've lost their soul. Video games. Why would we think video games would be an exception, people? Of course, video games would fall down the same rabbit hole. As soon as all the money starts flowing in, the corporations just want the bottom line. They don't care about artistic purity or any of that bullshit. They just want profits. So this is not surprising. We need to accept that the Game Awards is flawed and doesn't properly celebrate games. It's just a show to put together smoke and mirrors. Ham, this one's directed at you specifically.
No. I 100% agree with that. It's just like what I said just a little bit ago. It's like why are we waiting now to be mad about it? Like, is it just because Starfield's not in there? I mean, we were mad just not that long ago about Forza Horizon 5 not being in there when we all knew it was a must-play, dope game that hit high numbers and it squeezed in right before the awards, but somehow didn't make it and got all these 20 different excuses, and everybody's trying to say, well, maybe they learned their. No, they didn't learn their lesson. They're still the same motherfuckers. Like it just is what it is. If you know, I mean, if you want to enjoy it, find a way to do it, but don't expect them to hold your hand and be like, "Yo, you're gonna have a good day. Trust us. We got you back." No, they don't have your back. They're just they got their own back. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. And lastly, on this one, Darren, I'm gonna plug my Sunday show, where I'm gonna start talking more and more about other stuff besides not just gaming, but also I want to talk about comic books and TV shows, movies, stuff like that. Definitely,
I love that.
canon wise, it was over. Endgame was the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is all just post credits. This is fan fiction and all that. Give it every other name you want, but it ended at Endgame. It's in the name, people. End game. But we'll leave this for Sunday. Okay, Sapo says I disagree because some of these indies have been phenomenal to me, and that's the thing. No offense, Sapo. The Game Awards, on average, they kind of hit, but they miss on the big ones, and that's what people remember. Ham, you can be good on the medium stuff, right? The stuff that kind of matters, but the big stuff, the stuff that traumatizes people, you need to be good on that one too. If you miss on those, that's what people remember, and that's what's happening to the Game Awards. Damn, the chat really wants to talk about the Game Awards.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Man, they've never had a category for best movie adaptation of a video game before, but now that Sony has 2 shows and movies from the games, now they have a oh, come on. That's just to advertise Sony's movies and shows. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. And it kind of sucks because Halo came out and then there was no opportunity for it to win anything. But anyway, moving on. Sexman, point taken. But we need to move on with the topics. Here we go. Hogwarts Legacy returns to the top of the UK physical charts following the Switch release. Hammerthy. Speaking of the Game Award blunders, the game was comfortably Europe's best-selling game in the first half of 2023, following its release in February on February 10th. However, its sales have naturally dropped as months have gone on, meaning it's no longer troubled the top of the UK charts. Last week, it came in at number 8. This has now changed with the release of the Switch version on November 14, which has bumped the game back to number 1, as reported by GamesIndustry.biz. The game's return to the top means the last week's best-selling physical game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, has to settle for second place, blah, blah, blah. Amethy, what are your thoughts on Hogwarts Legacy going number 1 again of the UK physical charts?
Money talks, bullshit walks.
So it doesn't matter that they're not at the Game Awards. This is nothing.
Nope. I mean, it stinks for recognition purposes. But do you think that they're sitting in there saying, "Nah, we shouldn't do it again"? Hell no! They're like, no, man. They're like, yo, run that.
They don't
shit
give 2 shits.
back. Yeah, they're like, run
Whatever.
that shit back. Give me some more money. I don't care if we don't end up in the Game Awards for a decade. We're gonna keep making these. We're gonna keep making quality games. I'm hoping that's what they're thinking, because
as long as people are still buying.
Exactly, what they pulled off was incredible, and the fact of the matter that they got this thing to work on the Switch is a marvel in itself as well. So I mean,
yeah,
I'm not surprised at all about this. It's been the biggest game. It's been the biggest selling game this year. It even pushed Modern, as it says in the title right here, it's pushed Modern Warfare 3 off the top charts, bro. This game is hot. Keep in mind as well, Modern Warfare isn't available for the Switch yet either. Oh, so we got to remember that. So as much as people say, "Oh, Modern Warfare just ain't hitting," well, Keep in mind, this game is available everywhere compared to Modern Warfare. Nintendo wants Modern Warfare on the Switch. It's just not there
That's
yet.
not happening.
It's just not there yet. And it'll come the next generation for the Switch, just not right now. But yeah, this is amazing for Hogwarts Legacy. Shout out to Avalanche and all them guys out there for putting out a dope game, regardless of how people feel. And it's been like this in like the media for a minute. Like it's the same thing for like Modern Warfare 3. Everyone's trashing it and saying, "Oh man, this isn't good. It's a 47 out of 100. It's a 4 out of 10." Ain't nobody buying that shit. Ain't nobody listening to them people. They're like, "Yo, I'm gonna go cop this. I'm gonna buy it. It's gonna be the highest selling 4 out of 10 game in history." It is like that's what it's gonna be. Y'all just gave it a new record. I mean, that's all y'all did is just give it a new record that's not gonna be broken by any other 4 out of 10 game. Shoulder shrug. That's all I gotta say about it. Shoulder shrug.
For me, this just reemphasizes everyone's comments in the chat and ours as well previously. This is embarrassing for the Game Awards. This is embarrassing because this is not like FIFA or Madden or Call of Duty.
It's not a year at it. It's
getting
not
a
year
bunch
after
of
year.
sales. Yeah, this is
a new IP. Yep, and you're in the only reason there's any kind of salt is because of one person that makes a bunch of deranged comments.
Damn.
That's the only thing that's keeping this game from dominating at the Game Awards right now.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. That's all I have to say on it. I mean, if I worked for the Game Awards, I'd be like in my bio, I would temporarily remove the link to my profile at the Game Awards. Like I'll leave it. I'll put it back in January. January 2024, I'm back working at the Game Awards. For now, I'm a secret employee. Let's move on. Warner Bros. Denies that Wonder Woman will be a service game after job listing. So we did speak about this on Friday. Monolith Productions job listing suggests the upcoming Wonder Woman game will have live service elements, but Warner Bros. Is saying that its focus will be squarely on single player. Okay, the rest of it is just lip service. Okay, hold on. Yeah. There's a quote here. There's an interesting quote here. Wonder Woman is... Okay, so Warner Bros. Responded in a statement to IGN. So yes, this article does come from IGN, denying that it will be a service game. Here's the quote. Wonder Woman is a single-player action-adventure game set in a dynamic open world. Third-person experience will allow players to become Diana of Themyscira and introduce an original story set in the DC universe while also featuring the Nemesis system. Wonder Woman is not being designed as a live service, a Warner Bros. Spokesperson said. Ham, thoughts?
This is bullshit. This is like in my opinion, it is. I mean, after you came out and said what you said, now you're trying to redact. In my opinion,
it's called Japanese.
It really is. It's its own language, and it's terrible. It's right up there with Pig Latin and making sense.
Surprise mechanics. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think they're just trying to do a little smoke and mirrors right now, where they're like, "Don't focus on this. We're trying to give you that GT7 experience where you don't notice it until you buy it." Remember GT7? Why? It had all of them reviews. Why'd you have to
throw GT7 in there?
Well, I'm just saying it had all these reviews, and then come to find out after the game launches, it has all these microtransactions and things from the store and stuff like that. That would have got dinged. That would have dinged the game. But seeing that it wasn't there in the earlier preview, to take advantage of, that it didn't get talked about. So they're trying to position themselves for that, but they didn't notice what GT7 did was kind of brilliant because they did it without, they didn't have shit in their shoe before they put it on.
Like, no,
Warner
this got
Brothers
changed
has
after.
shit. Warner Brothers has shit in their shoes, and they're trying to act like that they don't feel the squishy. Like, hey, we
And the
smell that
stinky.
shit. Yeah, we
And the
smell it.
stinky.
We could smell it, bro. Get upstairs and wash your ass. Because this shit ain't working. This shit ain't working.
Don't you
bro.
be going upstairs. Go
right.
outside.
Yeah, you might want to hit it with the hose, right? Hit it with the
Get
hose.
the fire hose or something, but don't be going upstairs in my house with a shoe full of shit.
Oh shit!
You might have to eat that. Anyway, Ham, I'm with you again. This is a weird episode. Usually me and you disagree a lot. This is Japanese right here, because Ham, when was the last time a company said something and wasn't lying 6 months later? Something close to this, like, oh, something leaked, then the company comes out, it's like, no, that's not true, and then when it happens, it's like, oh, okay, so it was true. That's what's happening here. What they're going to say is the main focus is the campaign, and the microtransactions they're going to just hammer in there. Oh no, this is not the main focus of the game. So technically, in November 2023, we didn't lie to you guys. We did say that the main focus was the campaign, but it's Japanese. Nemesis has been dormant forever. Yeah. Aren't they using Nemesis for MK? I don't think so. Oh, they copyrighted the whole Nemesis system for themselves. I don't know if it's an MK. K Mega might be able to answer that one. So Ham, we definitely agree on this one. Let's move on. Warner Bros, stop lying. Be honest. All right, own up to it. It's fine. Next, we have how Black Myth Wukong's developers' history of sexism is complicating its journey to the West. So Ham, this one might be a hot one. I don't know if you're gonna wanna chime in on it, but I'm gonna read the cliff notes.
Your piece first, then.
It's a long article. I'll read the cliff notes. Actually, let me share the link to anyone in the chat that might wanna go through it. It's a long one. A headless bard strumming cold set. Okay, this is just the intro. Okay, for an indie studio that has only released mobile titles within the country, its widespread acclaim over Black Myth Wukong is a largely unprecedented feat, particularly for a game that has been released yet. But beneath the luster of this Souls-like is a studio plagued by claims of sexism. Several posts have surfaced from Chinese social media site Weibo, written by individuals from the studio, that contain multiple references to genitalia and sexual innuendos. These have provoked a backlash among some in the games community, many of whom are women. This was coupled by recruitment posters by the studio produced in 2015, which featured images and headlines that point to a culture of ingrained sexism in game science. IGN spoke to several women familiar with the gaming culture as well as the games and technology industry in China, many of whom requested to be anonymous for fear of backlash from fans of game science and the broader games community. So here's one of the quotes. In the eyes of many female players, game science has a notably negative reputation. I admire their dedication and work. I had high expectations for their game until I came across their misogynistic remarks around 2021, which was reported in the news. Founded in 2015, Game Science is a Hangzhou-based studio formed initially by 7 ex-Tencent Games employees. So it's not starting well. Tencent at the root, ladies and gentlemen. During their time in Tencent Games, they worked on a free-to-play MMORPG called Asura Online. Black Myth Wukong can be said to be the spiritual successor of this MMO, with both games based on Chinese literary classic Journey to the West. Asura Online also featured mythological figures from the novel, such as Sun Wukong, the Bull Demon King, and Erlang Shen, alongside a dark retelling of the novel filled with several cinematic sequences. But to many of its fans, these were derailed by Tencent's push for microtransactions. Okay, so it's still giving us the company history. Okay, so there's a quote here. Is it because the sperm isn't viral enough? Is the pregnancy too short? Is the baby lacking nutrition? Are the doctors in charge of cesarean sections lowly skilled? Why can't we produce a healthy child / product? What? Okay. So before this quote, Fang compared failed projects to stillborn babies. Ham, are you with me?
Nope.
One of the leads of this company compared failed projects to stillborn babies. Given that many games had to cease development despite being worked on for a year or so, he then brought up this analogy. So this is Fang saying this, not me, all right? Is it because the sperm isn't virile enough? Is the pregnancy too short? Is the baby lacking nutrition? Are the doctors in charge of cesarean sections lowly skilled? Why can't we produce a healthy child / product? Feminist organizations in China say they've been fighting an uphill battle in many senses of the word. As a female player, I actually wanted to buy the game originally. Forget it. I'll just keep playing foreign AAA games. That's a Chinese female player. Ham, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't really have any thoughts for this. I mean, it's not that I don't want to touch it. It's just that I just don't know what to say. Like, it's just like, okay, this is just a really weird topic, and I don't know where to go with it.
Okay, so I'll go with it. We had political situations with Hogwarts Legacy, and me specifically, I was like, I'm gonna play the game, right? With this one specifically, I'm gonna be a hypocrite and say I want to do more research. By Sunday, I will have more, or maybe by Friday, I will have more to be made to make a better analysis or a better decision, a more informed decision. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to buy this game, because with Hogwarts Legacy, I understand I see the whole picture, and from what I saw from the whole Hogwarts thing, it wasn't enough for me to say I'm not going to buy the game. This one, as it stands, if all the accusations are solid, I'm probably not going to get the game. That's what I wanted to share personally. All right, let's move on, because it's a very sensitive topic. Let's move on.
It is. And I just, like I said, I just don't know what to. I don't know what to do with that.
The Walking Dead Destiny's the latest worst game of 2023 contender from the same company that made King Kong. Ham, are you aware of this game, Walking Dead Destinies? Have you seen any videos?
No,
comments?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really into too many TV show games until like they they have to come to me and show me something amazing and kind of be ridiculously big budget for me to like kind of take it serious. or
This
else
thing
I'm
has been
just feeling
popping on
like
Twitter
in a good way. Probably not.
in a bad way, bro.
Yeah,
Go and press play.
exactly.
Scroll down and press play, Ham. It is bad.
Hold on, let me get it up right now.
Oh
real
my!
quick.
Like it's not King Kong bad from what I can tell. It's not King Kong bad,
Well, that's
but it
fucking
is.
impressive what they did to make that game bad. But you're talking about Walking Dead. Yeah, let's go on ahead and share it here.
Yeah, they put more effort into this one.
So I have the. Oh, okay. Here we go. So you're talking about these little Twitter clips?
No,
Or are you talking
dude,
about
not the Twitter clips, the actual article, bro.
Okay, so
'Cause
you're
they
talking about
tried
right
to-
here. Okay.
Yeah, they tried to polish it in the article, and it's still terrible.
Let me full screen this. Let's all enjoy this
The greatness.
this greatness. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that looked interesting. I don't know, like. That's really weird. This is choose stealth. Oh, this is looking pretty interesting. Oh no.
Yeah.
It looks very like for an A class for like an A plus class show. This is very much of a like a C plus showing. Of
C minus.
Yeah, maybe
of a
even a
game.
C minus. It looks like it might have some sort of fun with it.
The concept is nice. Like the
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
that they wanted to put across.
Yeah, I could see the good in this game and why it should be pretty cool, but then I see the action sequence and you sneaking around the zombies, and I'm like, it doesn't look so hot. Yeah,
if you wanna go and check
some of the
Twitter
character
stuff,
models
go
are
ahead.
kind of fucked too.
If you wanna go see the Twitter stuff, you can go ahead. But it's a very bad game.
It is a last gen game as well, though, too. So keep that in
Come
mind.
on. Stop with that rubbish.
They're
Sam.
reaching.
Stop it. Stop it. It is a last gen game.
But
we've got games on PS3 that looks better than this.
Now this is looking extra bad. Like I'm sitting here looking at this Twitter thing. Yo, y'all, look at this shit. This motherfucker is like taking shots to the face repeatedly. And like his health is just barely like this is like turned into like Remnant all of a sudden. And like he's like getting shot in the face and grabbing his stomach. And like stuff like that, like things that should not be happening in a game that's using this type of IP.
It's bad.
That's not great.
Look at the face models, dude. That's supposed to be Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm guessing the cutscenes are like
stills, the Redfall
stills. Oh no! How do you do that with a show that literally had the whole thing drawn out and acted for you? How do you end up with cutscenes like that? Like I like the old classic way of doing it sometimes, where remember in old school video games, sometimes they'd be like, you'd be in the video game portion, and then the cutscene would be like the actual film or something.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people don't do that.
That wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be terrible.
I don't understand why people don't try to do that. Maybe it costs too much or whatever. But look at this character model. This is what I'm talking about. That's just sickening.
Is that supposed to be John Bernthal? That's the Punisher?
That's supposed to be. He looks like he got punished.
That's
Like,
messed up.
yo,
You
look
didn't
at
have to go there.
this.
You didn't have to go. That looks like a totally different person. That's not Rick.
Oh my goodness. Rick looks like he
Oh
was
man.
on
Oh, Daryl looks like
look,
Daryl though.
Daryl does look like Daryl. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why
It's weird that
why
Daryl looks like Daryl.
I'm really interested in to see in how they did Michonne in her hair.
Oh, I know. I'm good.
You don't
I'm
you don't
okay,
want to see
Ham.
that? All
We
right.
can move on to the next topic right now.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah. Both here, Daryl and the
Carol.
and yeah, Daryl and Carol look kind of
Okay,
decent
Carol.
right
Carol
there.
looks younger. She looks younger
Yeah,
than she
Carol
actually is,
looks,
but you can tell it's Carol, kind of.
and I mean,
Oh,
Daryl kind of looks like a kind
they
of
got the
looks
hair right.
weird.
They got the
Yeah, yeah,
hair
yeah,
right
yeah.
and
They
the
got the
vest.
hair, they got the eyes right, the nose. I feel like they got like around the jaw is where it looks a little.
Yeah, they fucked up the jaw and his goatee.
Yeah,
Just
he looks a little different right there.
ish.
Okay. Anyways, look, let's go on ahead to the next one. Bro.
Yeah.
Let's go on ahead to the
That's
next one.
bad.
I can't do that game no more. That's
This
it.
is so bad.
That is it. That game
All
had
right,
no chance of me buying it, and now it has no chance
you know
of
what
me
breaks
even
my
trying
heart?
it on a sale.
You know what breaks my heart, Ham? It reminds me. Remember that X-Men game? I think it was also called Destiny, or X-Men Destiny, or something like that, where you got to make different choices and you'd get different outcomes. Do you remember that game? Does anyone remember that X-Men game? You got to create your own mutant and evolve your powers in the way that you wanted them to evolve. The concept was beautiful, but the follow through was abysmal. Same thing for this game. Can you imagine, Ham, Walking Dead, but now you could redo the whole story. So now Rick could die, like, and then someone else is the leader.
Right.
That's so much space there for growth and enjoyment, but look at this crap that we got. Anyway, moving on. Microsoft snaps up highly rated Steam City Builder Against the Storm for PC Game Pass. Against the Storm leaves early access next month with a 1.0 update that adds a new game mode, publisher Hooded Horse has announced. Not only that, but Microsoft has snapped up Eremite Games' roguelike City Builder for PC Game Pass. The 1.0 release date is set for December 8th, which is when Against the Storm launches on Microsoft Store as well as PC Game Pass. Against the Storm is described as a dark fantasy city builder where you must rebuild civilization in the face of apocalyptic rains as the Queen's viceroy. You lead humans, beavers, lizards, foxes, and harpies to reclaim the wilderness and secure a future for civilization's last survivors. Harpies. Okay. Ham, please play the video so people can see what the game is actually like.
Yeah, sure. There's probably gonna be a little ad right before it because there
It's
always
cool.
is. But
Yeah.
why does this look like something that you want to play?
Yeah, this looks like something I'd give a go.
Really?
For me, like, yeah, management type games, I usually like. Again, I'm a football manager guy. I like Zoo Tycoon. I like the Tropical series. I like stuff like this. SimCity before EA turned it into shit. I like SimCities. City Skylines is a good replacement.
I love City Skylines.
Yeah. So this to me looks. I can see myself putting in at least 100 hours before I decide if it's shit or not. Which is the weird thing about management games. You can't come to a decision like as soon as you start the game. You need to go in like proper 100 hours or at least 80 hours.
I
like
wouldn't say that damn much.
2 or 3 campaigns for you to go in totally different directions. like City Skylines for me, I have like a specific campaign where I'm focusing on just energy build, and then another one is just a commerce build, and then seeing what happens. I don't like doing a balanced playthrough where everything is balanced. Again, it's a redundancy, but whatever. I like doing playthroughs where I go all the way into one direction and see what the hell happens. It always ends up like going to shit, but I like doing that. That's the fun thing with Sims for me. So I can see myself spending time with this one. What about you?
No, this game doesn't look like it's for me personally.
No?
No, not this one. I like the more realistic, like city builders and stuff like that. Not so much this one.
Oh, it's on GOG. All right. So that was the ad, Avatar. Oh my goodness. You said you're going to be playing Avatar, correct?
Yeah, Avatar looks hot. Avatar looks like something that I'd want to play. I'm not running to the store to get that. In fact, actually, the way
You're
I'm
waiting
gonna
for
play
Ubisoft
that,
Plus, right?
I'll be playing it day one off
With
of
Mirage.
Ubisoft Plus and with Mirage, with Motor Fest as well. So yeah, that's the way I'm gonna be consuming that.
I'm going to get Ubisoft Plus as well, but only for Mirage, and then I'm out. I don't care about anything else. And if Mirage is good enough, I'll buy the damn thing.
Why don't you just buy it then? It's like $18 a
The
month.
subject.
Why don't you just buy it then? It's like $18 a month, and if you take 2 months to beat it, then you could have just bought it while it's on sale right now.
$50.
Oh shit, you are botting hard, bro.
Right.
I can't even understand you right now.
No, because
okay, there you go.
The subscription is $18 a month, correct?
Yeah, it's $18 a month, but
correct?
I think it's on sale right now for like $40. That's like 2 months worth of the service.
Yeah, I'm only gonna pay for 1 month. If it's good,
yeah,
I'll buy it. If it's not good,
it'll probably only take you that long to really beat it.
Yeah, and if it's worth the purchase, then I'll definitely get it. I love me the classic Assassin's Creed style. So if it's good, then I'm definitely in. Moving on. David Hayter teases Metal Gear fans once again, this time for Metal Gear Solid 4. Before we get into this topic, I just want to say I am a Metal Gear stan.
I don't know why you feel the need to say that every episode. You have to tell us that it's the same people watching from last time, probably. They don't need to hear that you love Metal Gear anymore. We get it.
Damn. Okay, Ham. Okay. Next time you want to bring up Ark, I'll know how to respond.
It was on the topic list.
Well, Metal Gear's on the topic list, all right?
Not every week.
Well, you know what, Ham? Challenge accepted. Challenge fucking accepted. Watch me. Metal Gear is going to be on every show on TSWS from here till Kingdom Come.
Well, I'll have to silence protest that one and just not speak on it anymore.
It's fine. As long as it's on TSWS, we're good.
Original Solid Sunday.
Original Solid Snake voice actor David Hayter has set tongues wagging within the Metal Gear community once again after he teased involvement in something Metal Gear Solid 4 related. Here's a quote specifically from David Hayter. Had a pretty cool meeting the other day. He posted on Twitter below next to a model of Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 4. Hayter riled up the Metal Gear fan base last month after teasing this is only the beginning for the franchise while promoting his upcoming retrospective video series highlighting iconic moments from the games. What? I didn't know we had a video series coming up. Okay. A brief teaser simultaneously advertised the newly released Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1, while also promoting Konami's upcoming retrospective video series in which Hater will guide viewers through iconic moments from the long-running franchise. Now Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 is out. Thoughts turn to Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, which IGN sources indicate is in the works and includes Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. How many times can you say Metal Gear Solid? Well, the entire
0.
collection while the entire collection will no doubt excite Metal Gear fans, it's the inclusion of Metal Gear Solid 4's that Metal Gear Solid 4 that's of most interest. Kojima Productions' 2008 action adventure stealth video game has been shackled to the PS3 since launch, and with MGS Master Collection Volume 2 expected to launch on PC, PlayStation 5, Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch, an army of newcomers are set to experience Guns of the Patriots for the first time. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker launched first in 2010 as the fifth installment of the Metal Gear Solid series, made specifically for the PlayStation Portal. It later launched on the PS3 and 360 as part of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. Metal Gear Solid 5 launched in 2015 as Hideo Kojima's final work at Konami. Kojima made the controversial decision to recast Snake for the game, opting instead to have 24-star Kiefer Sutherland voice the iconic mercenary, much to the chagrin of longtime fans. Again, these same individuals are among the many gamers overjoyed to see Hater return to take a more active role in the series that he played an instrumental role in bringing to life. Ham, are you excited for Metal Gear Solid 4? Did you remove the article from the screen, motherfucker? Did you just do that, Ham? Okay, your audio, your mic's off. Your mic's off.
I said what's hilarious is it wasn't even the correct article, and you're complaining.
Just put it back up. Put it back up. All right, there you go.
And I'll tell you right now, I don't really care. I mean, they kind of let a lot of air out of my tire with this remaster that they did. So now,
Why?
like, my excitement isn't really as high as it once.
What do you mean they let the air out of your tire? Please explain.
Like I just had some expectations for this last for the remaster. I wanted some things to be kind of done for me to get into it, and then they're like, "Here you go. Here's nothing. Here's nothing done to it."
What do you mean nothing? What do you mean? I am playing.
Look,
are you telling me I'm playing nothing right now? Are you telling me that I am playing nothing right now?
You're not playing anything new, is what I'm saying, in any sense. Do you disagree with that?
Listen, just because something is new, all right? Just because something is new doesn't mean it's great, all right?
You're right, and it is new, and it ain't great. You're right.
Lady Foxfire says, even my family knows you love Metal Gear. I appreciate it. I appreciate that everyone in your family knows. Make sure now make sure all your neighbors know. All right.
I think what she's trying to say is no one cares. They just know.
Whatever.
They just know. They don't care.
Darren Hauser, I haven't played MGS in years, but highly excited for the upcoming Metal Gear Solid. Just buy it, bro. It's already available. Just go out and buy it. I've already bought it. Do it. You have to do it.
You don't.
Ham?
You don't have to do it.
Ham, I am chuffed. I'm chuffed to bits right now. I am absolutely excited. I cannot wait till the pre-orders are live. I still haven't even finished replaying MGS 1. And as soon as the pre-orders are live, I'm buying it. I'm pre-ordering it. I'm going to be playing the crap out of it. And yeah, Metal Gear Solid is the greatest video game property on the planet. We should all be grateful to Kojima for having created it. I know I am. I'm also grateful that David Hayter is back voicing Snake, and I hope there's like a special mode on MGS5 and like a little extra. I hope Hayter is working with Konami to give us the option to have David Hayter's voice for MGS5 instead of Kiefer Sutherland. That's what I'm hoping for. Suddenly, the game becomes more playable. But anyway, I'm done torturing you, Ham. Let's move on.
I
Let's
mean,
move on.
see you next week.
You look like you want to slit your throat right now, Dan. Seriously.
I'm just
man is
playing
really
Ark.
down.
I'm just
All right,
playing
fine.
Ark.
Let's move on. Borderlands 4, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2, and an unannounced Brothers in Arms game spotted. A raft of unannounced Gearbox games was spotted online over the weekend, as reported by Eurogamer. Developer who worked at support studio Lost Boys Interactive referenced Borderlands 4, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2, and an unannounced Brothers in Arms game. In a now deleted LinkedIn post, all games were mentioned as being built within Unreal Engine 4. Which one of these games are you excited for, or is it none of them?
I'm definitely not excited for Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I'll tell you that much.
Yeesh, we both took an L on that one.
Yeah, that stunk, and I really don't want to ever play that game again, unless they like go completely away from what they did this last time. I really didn't like the like game board kind of thing. I didn't like the goofiness. Like I felt like there was nothing serious about the game, just nothing. Like and that's what I liked about Borderlands is like they had a serious tone, but also a joking tone. Tiny Tina's Wonderland was just joking, and it wasn't funny to me. So it was just like a terrible balance. But hell yeah, Borderlands 4, I'm all for it. I loved Borderlands 3. Borderlands 2 is my favorite one of them all still. So I'm looking forward to that, but not Tiny Tina's Brothers in Arms. That's something I haven't heard in a long time. That's interesting. So I mean, I'd definitely be happy to check it out.
For me, it's none of these games. Sorry. It's just Borderlands 4. Tiny Tina's.
That's fair.
Copy and paste what you said. We jumped in feet first thinking it was going to be just more Borderlands fun, and it was just cringe. Brothers in Arms, not my type of game, so whatever. What it did remind me of is I still haven't seen a sequel for Army of Two. Did you play Army of Two?
Oh yeah, I loved Army of Two.
Oh, that game was so
Army
good.
of Two was hot.
It was so good. For some reason, anytime anyone brings up Brothers in Arms, I just think of Army of Two, and it's such a waste we haven't gotten. See, there's some games that would be perfect as TV shows, in my opinion, or movies. Army of Two, I think, would make a nice movie. I think it would make a good movie.
Yeah, I think so too. I can agree with that.
Yeah. All right, so moving on from Borderlands. Next, we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe falls out of the US top 20 games for the first time in 6 years. The headline speaks for itself. There's no need to get into the article. My big takeaway from this is why the PlayStation and Sony, not only fanboys, but even execs, like to pretend like Sony, like Nintendo doesn't exist, because they do stuff that no one can even dream of. Mario Kart was in the top 20, has been in the top 20 literally for years. There's no game that stays in the top 20, top 50 for years, Mario Kart and games like what was that? It's not the fighting game from Nintendo. What was it called? I keep forgetting it.
Super Smash Brothers?
Yes, Super Smash. These guys do stuff in terms of sales that are just unrealistic. It's insane. So my big takeaway is this is why. This is where the source comes from. Stuff that everyone knows they can't do. Go ahead.
I'm not that surprised that it lasted so long, just because of the game has been hot for a hot minute, and everybody loves some Mario Kart. It's an easy game to escape and just play, have a good time with. My daughter still plays it quite a bit, actually. Really good for kids. Very easy for kids to repetitively play like we used to play the Mario Kart on Super Nintendo and 64 and stuff like that. Like, to this day, some of us are still playing the old school Mario Kart on 64 and stuff like this. So imagine what kids are doing with, the newer one with the Switch, and the Switch can go everywhere with you. So I'm not surprised that it lasted so long, but it took a year like this to happen, to where a year
Yeah.
to where there's games just left, right, and center for the need for it to be off of that list happens. I mean, like, there was like damn near 20 games alone this year that were just insane, right? You could probably find about you could at least find 10, and then that's not even going on to the games that are there every year. So Madden, 2K, FIFA. That's not even those that I'm talking about. Like, you could count 10 games easily without even mentioning those. So yeah, it just goes to say how good of a year in gaming that it's been, to be honest.
Mario Kart 8 came out May 29th, 2014.
Yeah, on a different console.
This thing has been kicking ass for damn near
for generations.
Yes. What?
Yeah, man. Imagine that 10-year-old is in college now, and they still playing the same Mario Kart.
Not just playing it, Ham. People are still buying it. Because that's the big differentiator here. People are buying the damn thing. That is wild.
Yeah.
And Lady Foxfire brings up a good point, says it's going to be back next month because they have a holiday bundle. And to your point, Lady Foxfire, your second point about Minecraft and GTA always being in NPD somewhere. This is what makes Mario Kart even more impressive to me. Minecraft is an always online community live service type game. Same thing with GTA 5. GTA 5, it's GTA Online really that's keeping it like afloat. Mario Kart, is it an online game or just a co-op game, man?
Mario Kart, it's 100% online. Yeah, not saying that it's always online. No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying that it definitely has online capability. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's definitely okay. I thought it was in a different league to Minecraft and GTA 5. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I actually play Nintendo, but I just thought for some reason it wasn't like super online. All right, that's probably why it's lasted this long. Still, it's impressive. 10 years?
It's very impressive.
That's crazy.
It's literally any games as a service's wet dream.
Yeah, 10 years. 10? That's crazy. That's Fortnite levels. Wild.
It's longer than Fortnite.
Yeah. Mario Kart is what Fortnite wants to be. Mike Johnson says the Switch 2 will be sold out for at least a year. That's his prediction. Ham, you think it's going to be that bad in terms of demand and supply, or demand versus supply?
Say that again. What did he say? Switch 2
Switch
will be.
2.
Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised. Absolutely, I'm with Mike Johnson on this one, 100%. I mean, just the Series S or not Series S, the Series X in the PS5 took like a year.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
Switch is
yeah.
still more sought. The Switch is still more sought after
After.
than,
Yeah.
than both of those consoles.
That's insane. That is insane, Ham.
At this point right now. So a year is like a minimum that I'm putting on. I'd say at least a year that this thing is not impossible to get a hold of, because I got my PS5 and Series X on launch day. So it wasn't impossible. It's just
it's going to be
incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult. And something like this where, you know, there is no like Xbox tax, or there is no PlayStation like not having you know enough new games. Nope, that's not a thing that anybody's thinking about for the Switch. The Switch, Nintendo's one of those companies that they just drop something and just people just get it. It's like the iPhone, right? Where it's just like it doesn't have to make sense. People are gonna buy it.
I just don't understand this fixation with Nintendo. I don't get it.
The consistency is why they are, and the consistency is really what it is. They've always taken care of their fans. They've always been, you know, a little different. They don't make a similar console after the next one. Like if you look at Nintendo's history, all of their consoles are like, what the fuck is this compared to the last one?
They could be from two completely different companies.
Seemingly, yeah. Seemingly, the closest two consoles, in my opinion, and they're not even really that close, but the closest two consoles, in my opinion, just like, and I'm more or less talking aesthetically, and it's still not even that close. But I'd say like the 64 and Super Nintendo are like the closest two, just because they're both top loaders.
What? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying they're both
hold on.
They're both top loader they're both top loaders. They're both they both seemingly can be ran over by a bus.
You are reaching for similarities, bro.
And still, that's my point. Is that you have to reach for similarities for Nintendo's. As for the PlayStation or Xbox, it's like, okay, disk drive, okay, it plays a game, okay, it connects to the internet.
All the controllers look the same.
All the controllers are very similar. They don't stray too far away from what they're comfortable with. As for Nintendo, they're doing shit that you're not even sure if you're comfortable with. You might have to find out a little later, or just after fucking around with it for a little while to see if you even like it or not. I felt like that with the GameCube 64. The controller was wild for that thing. The Wii, I wasn't even interested in, but it blew up like crazy. Wii U was just like a 2-piece machine that was super duper weird. And then now we have a Switch that goes everywhere with you and can be docked. Literally no other console's doing this docking thing. So it's just like everything that they come out is different. So when you see a leak that comes out that says, yo, this is going to be like a new Game & Watch, people believe it because they're just like, they're expecting something weird.
It's Nintendo, so. All right. Darren Hauser says Nintendo's in their own lane. I think at this point, Nintendo is the lane, and Microsoft and Sony pay taxes to use said lane. The lane is gaming.
I'd go a little bit further, even though it pretty much means the same thing. I'd say hell, Nintendo's in they're on their own planet. right now. Not in a different lane, or they down the street or on the other side of town. No, they are on
Uh-huh.
a different planet on how they decided to do stuff, how they handle nostalgia, how they handle current IPs, how they introduce new IPs, just everything that they do, just their whole swagger is different. Their knees don't bend the same way ours do, right? It's just just everything is different. Parallel
It's
universe
definitely
type shit.
unique. Ah, man, I feel like I'm gonna have to buy the next Nintendo console.
Look, bending the knee, man. Every single man, you finding more and more reasons not to turn on that 5.
Listen, but no, I remember we've had this discussion
I'm just giving
before.
you shit.
I haven't felt it like the whole like the next gen feel. Besides the features, like quick resume for me has been amazing. That's the one thing that made me feel like, yo, I'm not using like a previous gen console. This is definitely different. Besides that, I feel like I could still be on my One X. As for the
You're
PS5,
out of your mind.
That's me personally. That's me personally.
That is
As for the
definitely
PS5,
you.
As for the PS5, again, there's nothing that's made me be like, definitely this was worthwhile. I feel like if I had a PS4, I'd be like, yeah, cool. There's nothing that like PS5 exclusive. What is PS5 exclusive, man? What is Series X exclusive?
Man.
No, tell me, let's be honest. Let's be straight here. What's a PS5 exclusive? What is a Series X exclusive that would be like, yo, get off your One X or get off your PS4 Pro?
Okay, so for PlayStation, there's Spider-Man 2.
The fuck out of here. Not even gaming here. It's
There's
okay. No.
oh my goodness, look, relax. Returnals over there. Tanks over there. Demon
Ratchet and Clank.
Souls.
What? I have Elden Ring. I have the Superior Souls game. No. Try again.
Let's see. I know there's a couple other ones. GT7.
Are you serious? You want me to respond to that?
But you just told me to name some. You didn't tell me that they'd be your favorite. You just told me to name some.
The idea for you to convince me, because remember I said I haven't seen anything that would compel me to be like, yeah, if someone offered me a PS4 Pro right now and all my money back for my PS5, I'd be like, no, I need my PS5 because of this and this and this and this. I don't have it. Same thing for the Xbox. If someone offered me a One X right now and all my money back for the Series X, I'm taking it.
Don't you have a One X right now, Loke?
Okay, I'm not taking it. No, I don't have a One X. I got rid of it. I'm not switching the Xbox because of quick resume. I'm just too used to quick resume.
All right, Loke. How about this? How about for Starfield?
Wait, isn't Starfield on the previous Xboxes?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's a Series X exclusive.
It's a Series exclusive. Series exclusive. And PC. Series and PC. Loke, why are you taking so long to answer the question? I know you ain't pro.
I'm trying to buy some time. Get off my back. This guy.
This man said, I have no reason to buy a Series console. And now you over here pondering. What's happening, Loke? Why is your knees breaking?
Okay, you know what, Ham? Yes. I just assumed because Xbox does everything backwards compatible, I just assumed that Starfield was on everything else. Fuck. Okay, sure. Okay, so I'm not returning my Series X, but I'm giving my PS5 back. If someone's
That's
offering
crazy.
me back my
I ain't
my
giving neither
500
one of
for
them
my
suckers back. Nuh-uh.
If someone is offering me a PS4 Pro and my money back for the PS5 because I paid $1,000 for the PS5.
Which is insane.
I don't live in the US. I live in Mozambique. I paid it's literally $1,000 for it. If someone's offering me $1,000 back and a PS4 Pro, I'm taking it.
That's tragic.
Because there's nothing you can name me on the PS5 that is gonna be like, yo, I can't miss this. I can't. There's nothing here. There's nothing there for me to miss out on. The big game I was looking forward to playing was Ghost of Tsushima. I already did that. Whatever. So
man, Logan, you call see. Everybody thinks Logan's like this pony
pony
guy, or like, and I'm over here, and people be thinking that Ham don't like PlayStation. I'm over here defending PlayStation, and Logan's taking a shit all over it.
I'm like, not taking a shit on it.
You are. You're like, yo, you said give me
Dude,
my money back. You over here saying give me my money back, and I'm sitting here saying I don't want my money back. I'm happy with my PS5. I just want some more games to come out for it, and I'm happy with my Series X. I'm happy with the games that I've played. Come on, Loke, Forspoken, you don't want it? You don't want it?
Get the fuck out of here. Ham, if anyone is offering me $1,000 and a PS4 Pro, you can take the PS5. You, not Man, you Mike, or you anyone in the chat.
Mike, not you Mike or Johnson, anyone you hearing this?
Ham,
you hearing this slander? This man's disrespectful.
Can name me one game. I was sure the Xbox was out as well because I didn't pay attention. I didn't know that
you sure did.
Starfield was exclusive. I didn't know that Starfield was exclusive. Starfield for me is worth keeping the Series
beginning,
X.
Brother. That's just the beginning, brother. What you gonna do when they got Fable? What you gonna do when they drop?
I never liked Fable.
Hellblade?
I never liked Fable.
You might.
Hellblade. I love the first one. You know this. I loved it. I don't know if it's still gonna maintain its soul now that it's gone AAA. We'll see. But yeah, just for Starfield, dude, I'm not willing to let go of Starfield. But all this other stuff you named, what did you guys name? Ratchet and Clank, Demon Souls, and okay, so a remake again. Remake Station 5. Are you still here? Remake Station. A remake, Ratchet and Clank, and Spider-Man. No.
I gotta take this call. I'll be right back. Continue.
All right, knock yourself out. East Side Vandal. I pull out my PS5 to play an exclusive and then put it back in the closet. Like, it's not that bad. Like, I'm playing the crap out of Metal Gear right now, and I'm doing the DLC for Spider-Man Remastered. I didn't play the DLC, so I'm mopping those up. But they're not. Those games are not a reason to keep the console or to get the console if you don't have it. In my personal opinion, all right. I got a lot of flack when I took a crap on the PlayStation Portal, so I'm just being fair here. In my personal opinion, I'm not saying you guys shouldn't buy a PS5. Go ahead and get a PS5 if you want. I'm just saying me personally, Look 7, I'm good. I'm not impressed. I'm not. I was putting the Xbox in the same group until Ham corrected me and said that Starfield was exclusive to the series consoles. If I didn't know that they were exclusive, if Starfield was on the One or the One X, I would gladly go back to that. But right now, I can't let go of Starfield. And PlayStation, it's cool. Just give me a PS4 Pro. If you have one and you have $1,000, we can work something out, guys. That's all I have to say. Ham, let's move on, please, because I feel like I'm gonna get like attacked after this show. I'm gonna be blocking people on Twitter.
Man, I don't know why you worried.
Hey, Eastside Vandal agrees with me. You know, at least someone agrees with me. Mike says, Eastside, don't let the Xbox fanboys intimidate you. Be proud. Play that PlayStation, man. Again, I'm not trying to intimidate anyone or tell people not to buy or play their consoles, guys. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm currently playing the crap out of my PS5 right now. But if I'm being
That's because
honest,
your
I will
Xbox
take
ain't home.
the fuck out of here.
Am I
Let's
lying?
move on.
Yeah. Let's
Destiny
move on,
2's
Loke.
player
Let's
count.
move on.
Destiny 2's player count has dropped to a new all-time low on Steam. So according to Steam
Shit.
charts via Forbes, over the last 30 days, the game's average player count was 34,000 and its peak player count was 59,000. Both figures are an all-time lows since the PC version of Destiny 2 transferred to Steam on October 2019. While it might not be unexpected for a game's player count to be declining in its 7th year on the market,
Right.
Destiny 2 was originally released in September 2017. Bungie's shooter actually hit its highest
definitely
ever
not
concurrent
budget.
player count, 316,000, when its Lightfall expansion launched in February. It was confirmed last month that Bungie was the latest Sony Interactive studio to be hit with layoffs. Bloomberg later claimed that roughly 8% of the studio's workforce was affected by the job cuts and that the upcoming Destiny expansion, The Final Shape, as well as Shooter Marathon, had been internally delayed. It's claimed that staff were told the game's next expansion, The Final Shape, was delayed from February 2024 to June to give the studio more time to improve it. Ham. Is Destiny dying?
I wouldn't say it's dying as much as it's in kind of a purgatory state right now. Or I mean, maybe I should take back that statement.
Stop. Hold on. Read the comment on the screen. I won't read it. I won't read it.
If you don't got a reason to keep it, I don't got a reason to pay you $1,000. Oh shit.
That's vicious. Go ahead.
That's real talk right there. No, I was just saying. I need to change that first statement because I shouldn't. I was saying it's in kind of purgatory, but no, it's dying, but in my opinion, kind of a slow death, and it can be repaired. But I don't know, man. That reputation's looking rough right now, and I think that it's the reason that it's as low as it is. It's because of the recent news that came out about the delay. So that got people like, what am I grinding for? And then and then on top of it, seeing that people are getting laid off, that's never good for to be reported and be out there. That makes people sad. That's not great. But not only are people laid off and stuff like that, but the way that they did it after, being like, we got acquired and we're retaining people because of this acquisition. And then you turn around and do that. So people are just like, kind of bullshit. But all in all, I think at the end of the day, all that internal stuff happening, in my opinion, isn't as big of a deal as just the community not rocking with you due to the way you've kind of rolled out this last DLC and then the word on the street about the new DLC. That kills excitement fast. Whatever's happening internal, I feel like people get over stuff like that quicker than they'd like to admit. But actually having something to do is more important. And they don't have anything to do. So they don't care. And they're not playing. Would you agree with that, Loke?
100%. This
is a boring show. You keep agreeing with me.
And you keep agreeing with me, bro. This is probably one of our worst shows, dude. just everyone getting along, kumbaya, and all that other shit. Yeah, but I think it's interesting what Back from the Dead said, that Destiny player count always drops at the end of a season. So people finish their weeklies and their
It's a
monthlies
record
and whatever,
low, though.
and then they're out. And that was my follow-up point, to be like, yes, they drop, but not like this. To quote the Matrix meme, not like this, not like this. I wish the best for them, but this for me is a weird situation, Ham, because I'm always talking about most gamers. I always say this: most gamers don't pay attention to like the news and the stuff that me and you cover, like the really intricate details of games. Most people just pay attention to like the surface level of what's going on. So is it fair to say that the drop off here has nothing to do with the layoffs? This is probably just because the latest DLC was mid. I think that's where it's at. It's not even because all this controversy with the execs and layoffs and PlayStation and what. No. I think a whole bunch of people jumped on, fell asleep the way Ham falls asleep when I talk about Metal Gear Solid, right?
Oh yes, facts.
And then just kept it moving. I think that's much more probable. Back from the Dead. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's where I see it. Because the peaks and valleys for all these 7 years were all within a certain level of control. Right? Suddenly they've gone below, way below the level of control. So I would say panic stations, people. The death of an always online game is not something that is announced. You don't see it slowly creeping upon you. It just freaking happens. It just happens. There's no ceremony. It's just like yesterday we were fine. Today, no one wants to play our game. Or we don't have enough people to monetize the game to make a profit. I'm not saying it's dead, but panic stations. They better make sure the next DLC is great, not just good. Moving on to the last topic of the day. Totally not controversial, Ham. Returnal's director is leaving Housemarque. Announcing the news on the studio's website, Harry Kruger said the decision to leave was very difficult and that he was confident that the developer's brightest chapter has yet to be written. Ham, I'm so tired of reading these quotes. I'm tired. Who, right? Ham, here's an analogy. Here's an analogy, and try to follow me on this one. TSWS is at 200,000 subscribers. TSWS is popping. And only great things are on the horizon. Ham, is that the point when you decide, you know what? It's time for me to leave.
Maybe if I got a big enough check to sell it.
You're insane. You're insane. What?
But I tell you what, that's not this situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's not this
situation. And that was my point. But let's carry on with these quotes. Hold on, let me finish the quotes. During my 14 years at Housemarque, I've been incredibly fortunate to work on one dream project after another and had the privilege of working alongside some truly talented and wonderful people along the way, he said. It's been an honor to accompany Housemarque on this journey, witnessing our growth from our smaller arcade-inspired titles to the magnificent heights we reached with Returnal. We really shook the pillars of heaven together, and I will forever be proud of all the amazing things we've accomplished as a studio. Departing from Housemarque was a very difficult decision for me, but I'm leaving the company with nothing but deep gratitude for the past and a glowing optimism for the future with an exciting new project in the works, a fantastic team that's stronger than ever, and the continuous support of Sony and PlayStation Studios. I know that Housemarque's brightest chapter has yet to be written. Go ahead, Ham.
Well, if we're keeping it a buck, and I'm gonna be messy first.
Oh man.
If we're keeping it a buck, then the things that people were saying about like the director, like the head honcho over at Tango, or any of these people just leaving pretty large positions once something gets purchased or a little after something gets purchased. When I read what he's saying, I'm like, I read this before. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
where it's like,
yes.
This is very Chat GPT type of language right here, where it's just like, I want to leave, but I don't want to cause a ruckus. And I want everybody to think that I'm happy to get out of here, when in reality, maybe I have plans of doing something else on my own. So, and I don't think that's crazy. I don't even think that's really bad. Maybe it doesn't serve PlayStation the best to see somebody of that magnitude leave. Same with Xbox with Tango's person when he left and whatnot. You're like, all right, well, this dude has like a no
Tango's
person.
person.
Like this dude can't talk about nothing for like a year or a couple of years or whatnot. It makes you wonder, like, okay, they got bought out. Maybe this person doesn't seem to be like completely done with gaming. They just seem to be done with Housemarque, or they seem to be done with Tango, or they're done with PlayStation, or they're done with Xbox, or they're done with Embracer, or something like this. We just heard not that long ago, one of the big guys over at Embracer left, started his own company.
Yeah, but come on. Everyone's leaving Embracer. Everyone that can leave is leaving.
But, well, my whole point is that there's a lot of people throughout this industry right now that are leaving to try out their own things. Brett Robbins with Ascendant Studios, yeah, they aren't doing the best after Immortals of Avium, but the whole reason that thing started is because the dude wanted to do his own thing. Yeah, it's more risky because you don't have Sony or
backing you.
PlayStation, or Sony or Microsoft or Embracer or Tencent or EA or whatever.
Nintendo.
Immediately backing you as for creativity or funds wise, but the whole thing I just said with creativity, that is the reason they're leaving. It's because they want to do what they want to do. They don't want to do part of what they want to do with Microsoft also telling them what to do, or PlayStation also telling them what to do, or something like that. I'm not thinking this is a good look for Sony right now, personally, because just in lieu of everything that's kind of been going on there, it's just like, even if you have like let's say that you were working somewhere for a good amount of time. Let's say you've been working somewhere for 10 years, right? You've been working alongside with this dude named Jake that's been there 10 years prior than you, but also been there the whole 10 years that you've been there.
Jake sucks.
No. Jake's great. Jake's great. But Sarah wasn't great. Keyshawn wasn't that great and caused a ruckus out the door. Dion wasn't very happy and left the company. Let's say these three people leave the company on shaky or bad terms, and then that fourth person the first person that I've been talking about, Jake, leaves at a similar time, but it's just strictly retirement. It just looks bad because you're leaving at the same time the other folks are leaving. Whether it's for good or for bad is out the window. Because it's just like, yo, you just lost Keyshawn, you just lost Dion, you lost Sarah, and oh boy, retired? What's happening over there? You see what I'm saying, Loke?
It looks like everyone is bailing.
Exactly.
It might not be what's happening, but that's what it looks like.
It looks like that, and that's really all that I'm saying. I'm not saying that this dude left for sure for bad purposes, but it's just the timing of it makes you kind of pause.
I just want to say, pause. That haircut, that looks like a James Bond villain. Harry Kruger has a future as an actor. I'm just saying. Even the way like he's sitting right now looks like a proper villain. As for how it looks, Sam, it looks terrible. But me personally, my opinion on it, this won't impact Returnal. Oh, sorry, Housemarque. This is business as usual. Unfortunately, and this is a heartbreaking thing, the only way for me to feel like panicked about any development team is that I need to see the team bounce. One guy, no matter how influential, I don't care. It's just like, remember when Kojima left Konami? Everyone's talking about, oh, Kojima's gone. Guys, he didn't just leave himself. Over 100 people left with him. He left with the people that made Metal Gear. Okay? That's why even the way Sam moves in Death Stranding is familiar to some people. So this guy bouncing, I'm sorry, Ham, it's whatever, dog. The game development is not like the NBA. To go to one of these analogies that me and you like, sports analogy. It's not like the NBA. Game development is like Madden. It's like the NFL. There's too many people involved in the creation of these masterpieces for you to remove one and then it changes the entire product or the entire product that's delivered. It's not going to change that much. So I'm not concerned for PlayStation. I'm not concerned for Housemarque. As for how it looks, this looks terrible because of what you just brought up, man. It's Sarah leaving. It's Tom leaving. It's Jamal leaving. It's Andrew leaving. It looks like everyone's leaving. And just like what Sapo just said in the comments, every time someone writes some eulogy about their tenure when leaving, my answer is always, so why are you leaving? If it's such a magnificent group, if there's such a great future ahead, why are you bouncing, bruv?
Yeah, it's a fantastic question that I don't have the answer to.
So if it drives back to the example I gave you, Ham. Tomorrow, TSWS is up to 99,000 subscribers. We're on the journey to 100,000. Suddenly, Loke is not on the channel. And I'm writing a long-ass eulogy. Yeah, I'm so excited for what TS is about to do, but I'm out. You think people are going to sit there and be like, wait a minute. Explain, please.
Yeah. Half of what made the channel that channel left, but is trying to perceive it as its
everything's cool
greatest moment. It's like, wait a second,
everything's good for everyone. It's like, hold on a minute.
Yeah. Could you imagine going to a restaurant that was like, we good, But Gordon Ramsay just, he put in his 2 weeks. But we good. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
y'all are not.
You
good.
don't sound very good.
Y'all sound like you're in trouble. The food's still coming out all right.
Yeah, but the head chef just quit though, right?
No, but that's another thing, Ham. That's another thing. To follow your food analogy, right? A bunch of the head chefs are leaving, right? You've got a bunch of junior chefs, sure, they're staying, but a bunch of the head chefs are leaving, and the plates aren't coming out on time. Some of them they're not even coming out. You're not telling people, I'll come back next week for that plate that you ordered, for that plate that we promised. So that's where the look kind of worries you. You look at the dearth of exclusive releases and the amount of people bouncing. That's what makes it look like panic stations. For me personally, I'm not panicking. It's whatever, dog. It's whatever. And with that, Hamothy, we have reached the end of another lowdown on TSWS Gaming. Before we hop on out of here, I just want to say that I found this new channel it's not a new channel, but I found it's new to me. I found a new channel on YouTube. I'd like to plug it just in case anyone doesn't know about it. It's called Nerdrotic. If you love what Disney is doing with Marvel right now, don't follow Nerdrotic. Do not Google them. Do not search for them on Twitter. But if you're not happy with what Disney is doing, these guys, heartless, vicious. They will eviscerate everything. Anyway, Ham, can I plug everything and then we bounce, or do you want to add something else?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that this is the last show for TSWS Gaming for the week, all the way up until maybe Sunday. Loke might have his show on Sunday, but I'm going to be with family out of town. Matt likes games, is doing some moving. Cozy is just being cozy. So, I mean, the availability on her is always up in the sky. but I'm just letting you know that us collectively together will not be around for bullshitting this Friday. I want you guys to make sure that you guys hug your family, show some love, have a fantastic holiday weekend with your loved ones and whatnot. Make sure you pay attention to Loke, because they ain't doing nothing up in Texas this weekend.
Bite me. But
yeah, brother, that's all I got to say. Go on ahead and close it out for us, brother.
All right. Thank you so much for coming through. I still don't have a catchy catchphrase like Ham about keeping it moving. But just a quick reminder, every Tuesday we do the lowdown like we're doing right now. Me and Ham. Wednesdays is Ham on Matt Likes Games channel. Literally, just called Matt Likes Games. You can sub to him on Twitter. On YouTube. He has a channel. Ham and Matt do the 2-player podcast every Wednesday. Thursday, Ham Solo does Behind Them Sticks, where he interviews a whole bunch of famous people, and some not so famous people in and around gaming. Last week it was Paris Lily. Believe it, no cap. Go and check the playlist. Paris Lily was interviewed by Ham Solo on TSWS last week, Thursday. Go ahead and watch that. Fridays, it's bullshitting, me, Ham, Cozy, and Matt. Also, sometimes we have a special guest come through and then we have a good laugh. Saturdays, usually nothing going on. Sundays, I'm trying to be consistent about it. It's been like 3 weeks now of me just doing my solo show where I talk about stuff to do with gaming, but a lot to do with ancillary stuff around gaming. So comic book related stuff, movies, TV shows connected to gaming. And then Mondays, Ham does the crossover with K Mega. They alternate 1 week on TSWS, then another week on K Mega's channel. Thank you so much, Victor Click, Raichi, Darren Hauser. Eastside Vandal says that Nerdrotic and his buddies are a bunch of low-key racists. Me and you are going to have to discuss this on Sundays if you have time, bruv. Please make some time. Vincent Vega, thank you so much. Some rando in a chat. Sapo, Lady Foxfire, Dusty, Timmy, Big Mad Mo, thank you for coming through. Back from the dead. Mr. Joanna Dark, Mike Johnson, and everyone else that came through. Mr. 7 Digit, G Maybe. I'm sorry if I didn't mention you, but thank you to everyone for continuing to support TSWS Gaming and me and Ham. So, like Ham always says, keep it gaming
or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all.
All right.